So hi everyone, my name is Nora and today I'm going to talk about my nanny horror stories. So I made a previous video which I think you liked because I had 80 views, which is great for me, and I think you can have a good laugh or at least you can be sorry. I don't know which one do you want. So this story is going to be about privacy during my au pair experience. I'm going to talk about kind of off things. Sorry, I also made a list because I have one to know what I will talk about. Okay, so the first red flag, sorry, I do this with my hand, yeah. So the first red flag which really bothered me when I got into the house, I just realized that my room is basically some kind of storage room, which was full of boxes up to the wall. So I didn't have that much space. I just had like a chair in the room and a place for my suitcase. A bed, but not that kind of bed with a bed frame. It was just like you get, for example, at the hotel, you get a plus bed, yeah? So that kind of bed I had. I still remember that the mattress had huge stains on it, which I couldn't figure out which way or form did it come from. And okay, so first of all, you got into this room, yeah, which seems to be a storage room, so it's not even for a person. Didn't even have shelves or anywhere to put my clothes. Okay, I said that's fine, that's okay, I can't do anything about it. But I didn't have any lock on the door and any keys, nothing. So there was a huge hole instead of the knob actually, and I couldn't like close the door. I woke up constantly. I was really tired, yeah. So first red flag, you don't even have a knob on your door. Like, excuse me, where is my privacy? Like, it wasn't just like the door was open. The kids were also very naughty because when I said to them, for example, like, it's not my working time, so it was, for example, weekend, and I said to them, sorry, but I really would like to be a little bit alone. They just said to me like, it's not even your house, I can just stay here and I don't care. So I was like, I'm going to kill you. And so it was really bothering me, yeah? So as a family who hires an au pair, I think the first thing that the agency should like pay attention is how are they going to accommodate you. Do they have a proper room to accommodate you? Do they have a proper house in which you have place for you to stay? For me it was like horrible, yeah? I had a mattress, some kind of mattress on a little bed like stuff, and I still remember that at the first night it was so fucking cold because in England they don't do this stuff like we for example have central heating and we have, you know, the possibility to be warmed up when it's fucking cold outside. But I still remember that I have problems with my window because the wind was blowing through it somehow, and it was like so cold that my teeth was shivering and clapping all night. So I woke up to this clapping voice because it was so cold, and I just, like, you know, I slept in this way. I had 2 trousers, I think I still remember I had 2 blouses, 3 socks. At one point I had 4 socks and a hat on my head. And that was the only way I could sleep, because it was so cold. So if you go to England as an au pair, just be aware that they don't have this central heating stuff, so just, you know, it's going to be cold. And for example, it's like 13 degrees outside, 15 degrees outside, especially in the winter time. In your house will be like 17, 18 degrees and no more. So if you just think that the sun will shine and I will have a great time there, no, chill, okay? You have to get yourself a big jumper, a sweatshirt, and some kind of warm shoes, or any kind of shoes that you can wear inside the house. So next to that thing that I didn't have even a knob on my door, I came to England with one phone, and I had my Romanian number, which I used, and my parents sent some kind of credits. I don't know if you know this system, but in Romania you just fill your phone with your credits and then you can phone, yeah? So my parents sent me credits. So sometimes when I didn't have the time to actually talk with them on video calls, or they didn't have the time because they worked, I just call them or give them a call, a ring, and then they called me back. And it was working properly, yeah? But the kids just realized I have a phone and they can talk with it, yeah? And they asked me like, can you give me your phone? I want to call my mommy, I want to call her. And I said, I'm sorry, but I can't give you my phone because I just have enough credits to talk with my parents, and that's a really rare occasion, and these credits cost like a fortune, yeah? And my parents really wanted me to talk with them, and they really wanted to communicate with them, so they spent a lot of money with just basically putting that cash and somehow transferring me to keep in contact with them, yeah? So I was really appreciating the effort, and I said to her like, I'm sorry, but I use my credits to talk with my parents, and they saw my password in the phone, yeah, and I put my phone, for example, on the armchair or something like that, and this happened several times, like, and I put my phone in the armchair and they locked my phone, and then she also proceeded to call her mom, and I was like, I'm sorry, can you give me back my phone? It's my phone, you know, and I'm the adult here, so give my phone back. And she was like, I'm not going to give it to you back, like, what are you talking about? And she started to talk with her mom on my phone like 10 minutes, and that just sucked up all the credits from my phone because I couldn't use it, you know. It takes more when you make calls in another country, yeah? So with my Romanian number and talking with a number which is used in England, I just lost all my credit, yeah? And I was so happy with that. So I even told, I think I told the mom that they steal my phone, yeah, and they did it several times, like, and I was really angry because I just couldn't speak with my parents because they worked, and when they had time to talk with me, I couldn't speak with them because it didn't matter if for example they called me. If I didn't have credit on my phone, I couldn't talk with them. So that was really annoying, and I think it's also crossing a barrier. Like, if you, for example, tell a child, especially a child, that I'm sorry, but it is my phone, it is my property, you can't get it, and she disrespects it all the time, it's so annoying, and it's so disregarding. And what I did was like I didn't have a knob on the door, yeah? And if I didn't like give them my phone, they came into my room and started to unpack my stuff, like I had a suitcase, yeah, because I didn't have any shelf to put my clothes on, and they started to unpack my clothes and drop it on the floor and do a mess in my room just to find my phone. So at that point I was like, I was taking my phone all the time with me. Even when I went to the bathroom, I had some kind of zipper on my trousers and they zipped my phone there to be safe with me, because they just like disregarded any kind of boundaries. So it's not okay to go into other person's room and just, you know, search some kind of stuff that you're looking for. And even said I think to their mother, but she didn't make a big deal out of it. So I said, like, it's not correct, yeah, we're living in the same house, but it doesn't mean, like the kid said, for example, I'm sorry, but you can't tell me what to do because it's our house and it's basically my room, so you just stay here. And I was like, it's not like that. So right now it's my room and you can go outside. So we were fighting a lot in this respect. The other really abusive stuff they did to me, and I realized later on, is that, for example, the mom also voiced that to me, that I can't talk on my phone or do any kind of stuff on my phone, basically when I'm with the kids. And I was like, I'm sorry. And I said to her, I'm sorry, but sometimes my parents are working, yeah? So it's not an easy thing to find time for them, and when I want to speak with them, when they call me, I will speak to them regardless where are we, because I really just need that time for my parents, yeah. And even if I was, for example, out of work, like for example they came home from school, yeah, and I went to watching TV, which the mom said it's not good for kids to do, but they did it all the time with her. Like when they got home from school, the mom was watching TV and they basically sat there watching TV, and at that time, on that special day, I was sitting on the couch first next to them and they were watching TV, yeah. And my parents called me on my tablet on the video call, and I started to talk with them. And I think the main reason they were really angry is because they didn't understand what I was talking or what I was talking about, because I was speaking in Hungarian and it really bothered them. I think it wasn't the fact that I spoke on the phone on a video call with someone else bothered them, but the thought that they don't understand. So I think they had some kind of problem here, yeah. So for example, when I said to my agency that I want to take off my time here and I just want to find a new family and start all over again, there was a new person coming in this household, but she was from the part of the woman, yeah. Like I also think she hired someone from an agency to find someone, and our agencies work together to find the perfect match, and that was me in the first place. I hope the other ones didn't get that lucky to get that family, to be honest. And so this person came to the house and I was cleaning because I was packing my bag, because I know that I want to leave, yeah. So she was like talking about me, and I heard that because I was in my room, which was open, yeah, all the time. And she said, like, I don't care about the children, they do all kinds of stuff, and what I do is just watch my phone and talk with all kinds of people all day, which wasn't true at all. The other thing that really like bothered me was not respecting my working hours. Like I was hired to work for 6 hours a day, and it didn't really respect my working hours. So for example, they got into my room 11 in the evening saying to me that I have to do laundry. I got up at 6 to make the kids breakfast and all kinds of stuff. I went to the school, almost half-hour ride, get them back, half-hour ride, did dinner when I had to, did the washing up, do their homework with them, but they didn't really succeed in doing it because they didn't want to do it, basically. And then the mom also like said to me like stuff like, clean this, clean that, clean this, clean that. And I was like, I was working basically all day, and then I just got that like, nothing is really clean, and you should do more, and the bathroom should be spotless all the time. So not respecting someone's working hours, working in the night, working at night, working in the morning, it is just something that also affects your privacy. Yeah, for example, when I know that I have some me time, or I have some free time which I am not bothered, it's my time and I can decide what I want to do with it. But if someone is constantly disrupting me and putting me on chores all day, it is just not correct. And the other stuff which really bothered me, maybe it will just you know, raise some questions in others, but was really bothering me is that I couldn't like ask someone to come over at the place, or my friends or anyone I could meet, because it happened one time that I was away and one of my friends like went there and searched me because we were taking walks and talked, and then this woman just called me on my phone and started to threaten me and started to yell at me like, next time I'm going to call the police and some kind of shit. So for example, if you have seen me with this person, and you know that we are friends, and you know that we are in a good relationship or anything like that, I don't think that's correct. Like okay, I understood that it is your house, it is your privacy, but I mean, I didn't kill anyone, and threatening someone like, I will call the police next time. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just staying there, cleaning your house all the time because you give me chores all the time, you don't even give me like paycheck on time, I have to beg for it, my kids, your kids terrorize me all the time. So I didn't even get the idea. Like, I think the main idea was like distancing me from my family, from my friends, from my connections, and basically to give the illusion of creating a home and then terrorizing me and putting me in difficult situations so I could be obedient and I could do all the stuff they just wanted me to do. And as far as I know myself, I really try to fit in, I really try to do my best. I cleaned all the time, I did what I was asked to do, I did the washing, I did the dishes, I did the laundry. But even though the house was in a horrible situation, I also had a horrible place to live. My boundaries were like not even like present in that household. I still feel like I did my best. Yeah, so the main idea was the main idea of this video was prioritizing your needs and knowing if something is not right in terms of privacy. So if you experience any of these you know, happening in your environment, especially with your host family, it's time to talk with your agency and say to them that, for example, I have problems with privacy. I think it's in all contracts it can be said like the offer family needs to provide a livable place or some kind of room, especially a room, it is specified, a room in which the offer can live and, for example, provide water, electricity, and all kinds of stuff, yeah? Because you live with the family, but you also need to have your own, like, you know, stuffs. Okay, so that was my video. I hope you liked it. I hope that when you sign up for an open job, you will be really patient with yourself, you will be really patient with your family, but first and most of all, just make sure that all your needs are fulfilled and you feel appreciated, loved, and cared in the household. And if you don't feel that, then it's time to change. Thank you for your attention, and bye bye.